Black Lives Matter Incorporated. Now, Black Minnesota community leaders discuss shakedown in new video. BLM collected $30 million plus, but didn't put $1 into the community. So the Great Awakening is real. Local Black leaders were led to believe that BLM would invest the millions they collected into the Black community. So these three leaders now say BLM has not invested a dime in their community since 2020. In Minneapolis alone, Black Lives Matter mobs damaged or destroyed over 1,500 businesses or buildings. Black Lives Matter was linked to conservatively 91% of the riots that resulted in the most expensive property damage in U.S. insurance history. So this is a little video. You can find it on Rumble. I'm just going to play like a minute or so of it, of these Black community leaders realizing that they got taken advantage of and that the entire BLM movement organization is a complete grift.
The Black Lives Matter movement up here for us has been a matter of cosmetizing the corpse to camouflage the curse.
See right here, this is a multi-million-dollar operation. The figures vary from $35 million to $50 million. Who got some of that money? Not a dime can I count that they've given us anything back. Nothing.
In my estimation, they've caused just as much harm as some would think that they've done good.
It was a lot of different organizations out here. They kind of brought themselves in here, tried to make themselves something that they wasn't.
A large force of anarchists with them, and different radical type groups. You could tell that the place, the stickers, and different things, they was never from here. They came in here. They were sent to come in here to do this.
My suggestion is that we are facing one of the worst cases of white supremacy that we've ever seen. What do you mean, Rev? White supremacy is to define your reality and then force you to live up under that definition. Hear me. White supremacy, define your reality and then force you to live up under that definition.
The Minneapolis Police Department is rotten to the root.
If you listen to Black Lives Matter, they'll make you think that the police is the #1 issue in the community.
We all believe in abolishing the Minneapolis Police Department.
But if you take away the police issue, we still got poverty, we still got death, we still got suicide, and we still got drugs.
The ones that are not in good standards, I think they should be get rid of. But I don't think they need to abolish the whole system.
And so as they have the money that back them to try to force us to live up under their definition, it ain't Black lives because there's white folk that's funding it.
They want this.
So check that out. It's on Rumble. I'll post a link to this later on. I'll post it in my community tab. I might even pin it in the comments because everybody needs to see this. Black community activists, real, authentic Black community activists in Minneapolis have awakened to the reality that BLM is part of a Marxist, George Soros funded effort to destroy the country. And they're using Black people as political pawns to do so, which is why they granted George Floyd permanent sacred cow status. I said it already. Watch next year for them to create some George Floyd holiday. George Floyd will have his own holiday. He's already got statues and everything else, murals, which one got struck by lightning. So you know where God stands on this, but that's besides the point. This entire movement was complete grift, a fundraise, right, off of the situation that happened in Minneapolis. And there's evidence that feds were involved in that, kicking off the riots. So again, going back to Tucker Carlson's documentary, perfectly timed, as now we're basically entering election season, right? You've got the election of Virginia happening right now, governor's election tomorrow. You've got other measures taking place across the country. Minneapolis voting to disband the police. Now the residents get to weigh in on that. So we'll see what happens. And then we got the holidays coming up, and boom, next year is an election year. It's going to kick off with lots of chaos. 2022 is going to be pretty wild. So check this out. Community activists that actually want to see improvement in their neighborhoods, understand what's really going on in their city, saw the fundraising and none of the money going to actually help Black people. We've been calling this out for years. BLM raising all this money, shaking down businesses, shaking down corporations. And then Patrisse Cullors getting all these mansions, building her real estate portfolio, just interesting stuff. Something to look into.